It's not meant as nagging, just an observation. We should move on. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation. He doesn't want me to go down here, but then I wouldn't have found my badge if I hadn't. Glory, says a graffito to the ghosts of us. That is something to pick up in there. There was cash. It was worth a look. And music over there. They've, talking of chocolate bars of different varieties, they did a load of different Kit Kat Chunkies. Now, I like regular Kit Kat Chunkies. They are so nice. What have we got? Smallest church in Saint-Saëns used to interact. Oh, right. We needed that. We needed a sad song to play. But the different flavours that they did of these bloody Kit Kat Chunkies weren't so good. Like, I think there was a mint one. There was a cookies and cream one. That was really sickly. There was a white one. The peanut butter one was okay, though. You don't think they make the white chocolate lions anymore? I don't feel like I've missed out. Not on that. I like white chocolate, though. There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or a porter reel at hand, which we have neither. But even just holding this tape makes you feel a little sad. A pawn shop. A pawn shop would have a tape player. Yes, they would. They also charge lots of money for it. So that was a music collection, which we needed. We can't go down there. So we need to get over here. Whoa, stop. You've seen something. Birds in the birch tree. Barely audible coos from above. Not that useful. If it was anything, it was definitely sweet. A lot of white chocolate covered things are overly sweet. It is like a very sweet chocolate. I think I prefer, if I'm honest, just whole slabs of white chocolate to like white chocolate covered things. A creaking ahead, a broken axle grinding. Where? Though having said that, we've got this recipe for a white chocolate and raspberry trifle, which has to be one of the best desserts I have ever made in my life. It's like 1,000,000 calories per portion, but it is fantastic. I got some tare. I'm picking up junk now. What's that say on there? Through the broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. Let's take a look in. Kind of nice to explore, and getting the cash is helpful. Oh, stuff on the shelves. We've got a postcard. Cold breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. We've got a bow tie. Excellent. And the chair? You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room. Why is that relevant? Okay. My tie has +1 Inland Empire. This has +2 Drama. Ching! What do I look like? I mean, they're all useful skills, but that's just an extra stat bonus, so I'm taking that. I think it's a good trade-off. We've got so much more stuff we can go and do now. We need to go and talk to the rich lady now that I've got my my badge back. Whoop. Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrums. Scrums? I think it's scrubs. It's supposed to be scrubs. Filth from fabric. Seeing how far it can go. This is quite a decent sized area to explore. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. I'll go around them. Cinder blocks charred. A makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting. It's like a completely... Hang on a minute. I'm in this bit, I think. I won't go as far as the church. I wish there was a fast travel on this. But I will if I can get round here. Go and pick these things up. Nope. Nope, okay. Hey, Ekwalaski, how's it going? How are you doing? You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. Oh, and some loot. Nice. +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. What? Intersolary trousers to replace my electrochemistry can take a hike. That's my drug addiction talking. I'm starting to... I don't know what Kingdom of Conscience is. I don't know what that is. Those are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose. Moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party. I like regular, normal things. I know you do. Those intersolary pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral Linton on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be. Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you. Take them off. Don't like the sound of all that. Put the other ones back on. You doing all right? How have I been? I've been good, thanks. Apart from eating all the Halloween chocolate to give out to trick-or-treaters before Halloween. It was my moral duty. My wife bought it all early. I told her not to buy it a week early. It'll just get eaten. And I had to prove a point. And it has been eaten. So, yeah, but other than that, I'm good. And including that, I'm good. Feeling a little bit ropey, but yes, too much chocolate will do that, I hear. A wetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. Let's go in here. Just came back in time to hear Mark talk about his drug addiction. Nice timing. We've nearly got enough money for tomorrow's rent as well. We are going well at this game. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. Let me get round the back of the house quickly. We'll talk to the kids in a minute. Oh, it's just junk, but I can sell it. Is that something? Wait, is that something I missed? Oh no, that was the construction material, wasn't it? No, it's something I can't open. Like a... don't know. Are you drinking that? We found the hobos. That's what I wanted. I came all the way around here for this bit of change on the floor. And what do these guys want?
Don't call Abigail.
Don't call Abigail, grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away. The noxious odour emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her, you hear? Don't call Abigail.
This is making me uncomfortable. Leave. I think these are drunks. I don't know whether I should interrogate them now. I think I'll come back. I think there'll be some more stuff to do in this region. What's that say? The street sign is illegible below the graffito. Do I want to play with this area now? Do I want to take on a load of challenges and quests, which will get me sidetracked? I mean, while I'm here, it's locked tight. We never let that normally stop us. I think there'll be... you can't see into the house from this angle. Inside you hear the cosy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. I'll talk to this lady because she sounds like she might be normal. I got that wrong, didn't I? The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed. You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot suzerainty.
Welcome to the fishing village.
Oh, okay.
Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I've heard that, but I'm not falling for that trick. And how does she know you're here? Exactly. Exactly. You can't get one over on me so easily. If you can't see me, then how do you know I was here?
I still have a golden ear. Come, come.
She beckons you towards her. Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer.
Oh, she saw that then.
We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said? We're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble. Hang on. Point your finger pistols at her. I'm going to do this. We're cops. We're hellraisers. Bang, bang. Point your finger pistols at her.
No, you're not. I've seen you around here before. 12 years ago. You didn't raise any hell. You were quite helpful, actually. But still in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Have you seen what I am wearing, right? With my bum hat, my sunglasses, my sideburns, which weren't on my police badge from 10 years before. And look at the state of my face. And she could recognise me with cataracts from what I looked like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Wow, that's all I'm going to say. Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM.
Oh.
Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
Oh, she points to the building behind her. That one up there. With the heater? No, that can't be right.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
So not me. She says it as if it was on some kind of spiritual retreat. What kind of an ill omen are we talking
Oh,
about?
the usual. Dark tidings, black hound.
You know when you ever get into a conversation with someone and after the first 30 seconds you start to regret ever asking them? This is where this is going. That's you, alright? A black hound licking your own heels. I'm glad it said heels there. I am an ill omen, alright.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Several people have.
Maybe we are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you.
Ah.
And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park your motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others.
Yeah, we don't like to talk about the motor carriage as we found that I drove it off a canal lock and crashed it into the ice. But I still don't think I was driving. I think I was unconscious and drunk in the hotel room and I think it was stolen. I'm calling it now. That's where the story's going. Mark implying that you've never talked to another person. What did I say? What did I say? What? I must have said something I've forgotten about already. Okay.
Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here? Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack. A soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it? I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. I'm not sure it's appropriate for the RCM to accept free accommodations. The old woman shrugs. Or don't. It's your choice. No skin off my teeth. Wait, why isn't anyone using the room? My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm. You've got yourself a tenant. Get keys to your new home. Excellent. I'm living in the fishing village now. Means I don't have to worry about the rent, and I don't like that Garte person, although that does have a bath. Okay. Don't make an old woman regret opening a house to the police. A key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you. Well, if you're not in the hostel in the morning, know where to find you. He looks around and adds, here, in a shack. He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. Why? Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you? Who exactly are you here? Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. My married name is Sadie. Ah, wasn't Sadie one of the people we needed to get a signature from? I was Aging Jedi Crisis Battle. Did you miss the video update? I am Aging Jedi today, as you can see from my ancient previous incarnation shirt there, which I had printed for Tankfest in 2016. I think, yeah, it's 2016. This one done for. And being a Yorkshireman, just because I've changed the name, I'm not throwing it out. I'm getting some use out of it. And will do for years to come. Okay. Now it's your turn, mister. Call me Harry. Why, I guess I will, Harry. It just rolls off the tongue. I used to know a Harry. Strong lad, but dumb as a rock. What happened to him? He joined the police. He did too many narcotics. So many he fell off his boat and split his skull on a buoy. She rubbed soap off her hands. Folks who saw it say his head cracked open like a melon. Nasty, nasty. What's in this fishing village? Just us? She sounds tired. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist. What do you mean? There's pretty much a non-place, she grins, a gap, a blank spot on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street. The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny. Who else lives in this village? Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folk live in the house to the east. East, right, that way. She nods her head across the courtyard, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. The drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. What drunks? Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. She slowly shakes her head. Don't have to look long to find those guys. There's got to be something here. Tell me. She waves her hand southwest. Over there you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the Pox. The Pox? What's that? An old military hospital and its surroundings. She looks toward the buildings to the south. Or used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shocked veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see. What happened to the hospital? The goodwill ran out. She tightens a scarf around her neck. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now. Is there a way to make a little money around here? Here? For you? She lets out a dry chortle. A chortle, that's not a word we see very much anymore. Used to see it in like the Beano and the Dandy. Like, what was it, in the Bash Street Kids? Or what was the other one? Jocks versus Geordies. Like when someone laughed. The artist guy would just write the word chortle over their head. No, officer, the only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about. This place is pornographically poor. The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance, the woman smiles cryptically. It's a cold, cynical smile. Riddles, Lieutenant Marks dryly and looks around. Fits with the general ambience here. Aye, her eyes grow wide with glee. Sometimes it's as though I've also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing. I'm lost too. Oh? Her expression betrays curiosity. It seems to be a common theme these days. I think I'm in the process of finding myself again. Isn't that what people always think when they're lost? A fleeting smirk runs across her lips. Something I can do to help you find your way, officer. Alright, there's another topic I want to address. What's further down the coast? Not much, she replies and wipes her forehead. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since way before my time. Why is it abandoned? Some things just don't fly, officer. She smiles a gap-toothed smile and smells the air. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then. So they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes? No, they tried. But things just keep happening. Crime. Accidents. Other things. The place never stays open. She frowns. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church. She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking. I've got the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on? Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. She scoffs. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting, even through the night. It's a legal nightclub. I knew it. I knew it. You have no idea what Mark is talking about? Are you post aging Jedi with me, Hagman? When did you first come across me then? Was it when I was playing Ancestors? This used to be Aging Jedi used to be my YouTube channel name, and it's because I was a Star Wars fan. It's because I played this character in Star Wars Galaxies years ago, and I kind of see myself, or have in all RPGs I've played since, I've seen myself as a continuation of that Jedi character back in the day, and that's where I came up with the name from. But unfortunately, merch companies and T-shirt companies don't like you putting the word Jedi on any sort of merchandise because of the Disney copyright issues. And also, I figured that at some point it might run into trouble with Disney over the YouTube channel, so I decided to change it, for better or worse. Music from across the sea. And now suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that. What else is down the coast? Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty. Which is it then? Apartments or electrical plant? I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something, she shrugs. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara. Anything else of note? Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed. Who'd want to come to a fish market here? No one. That's why it's closed. After a long pause, she adds, it was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else. That's it? There's got to be more along the coast. What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. Weapons depot, that's what we need. Oh, you know that about the Ancient Jedi? You were talking about some magazines or shows or whatever because of that word. You got no idea what it means. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Sorry. Yeah, the word chortle, it means like to chuckle or to laugh in amusement. And yeah, there were some old kids' comics I used to read, and it was a word that was used in them a lot, but I haven't seen it used in decades. I was asked to get your signature. Hand her the envelope. Aye? What's this about? She takes out the documents and squints her eye. Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says. Everett wants to turn the part of the village into a little youth centre. Ha! She lifts the paper very close to her face and studies it intensely. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is going to be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board. She hands the envelope back. Wait, where can I find her? She's right over there. She points towards the jetty. The dark-haired woman leaning over the railing. I'll go ask her first then. Goodbye, I'm off. So I've now got... I think I've got the keys to this place. Is this my house? Unlock the shack door with the key. I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangements. Just so you know, after we're done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning. The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack right now. Let's take a look. I want to see if I've got like a bath or anything in here. The old confusion between aging Jedi, AJ, Oak, Mark, and probably something else. The good old days. Wish you are doing your best to keep alive that confusion, I see. Floorboards creak under your step. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. There's no bath in here, but maybe I don't need one. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from 39. Out the window. You see the waves, the sea, a church. A mirror, an old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression. Attempt to stop it. Dig deep to see where it's come from. I can increase... I put a skill point into encyclopedia. Let's give that a try. Psyche? Is it under psyche? Intellect. Encyclopedia, which is quite high. Let's level it up. Oh, I used it to unlock a thought, didn't I? Okay, we're not doing that yet. Let the mirror be for now. My face is terrifying. You came across you after your Aging Jedi time. First saw your playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance on YouTube. Ah, okay, that's where you found me. Okay, so that was interesting in there. Is this the... This is the dark-haired lady up here. Let's go and just check out that cache. What are these doing in the fish? What? A pair of Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots with +1 perception. What shoes have I got? I've got 1 composure, but -1 savoir-faire. Perception's pretty good. I don't think I need any more perception. I've spent points in that. This boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored. Just like left bobbing there. Cash. I'll go and talk to that lady in a moment. The planks creak beneath your weight. Quick save. I have an image of me dropping into the icy sea. This ladder leads to a school of swish. A school of swish. Which are a little known type of fish, apparently, swimming in the kelp. I enjoyed my Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough. Those were good days. Aye, officer. A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
Love the accent. That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore.
She
This
looks
place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Elizabeth.
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
I see. I think that's some sort of attempt at humour. I have questions. The first is, what's your
The
name?
name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice. Nice sword. Does it come with a story? Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. She smiles at her own joke. It's to intimidate folks, mostly. It is imposing. It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation. Why do you need intimidation tactics? From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. I totally agree. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men, and believe me, she adds, tittering, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective? What makes you think we haven't? She smiles. The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired, and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too, but they put on an act for us, pretend like everything's good, and living in shit doesn't bother them, like anyone falls for that. Behold! Point to the silly expression on your face. Her eyes meet yours, and suddenly she starts laughing. It's hoarse, as if she hasn't laughed for a while. Do you like it? Sure. Her face straightens. Looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield. That's exactly what it is. That's what my expression is. Perception. The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast. Can I borrow that sword? No, I'm afraid not. Her eyes are smiling as her hand moves to the hilt, attempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. You would put me in an early grave. So where are all the men? Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. She looks down, and one of them I ended up marrying. Wait, why? If you're thick-headed, or if they're thick-headed. Guess I enjoyed the way he bled. Okay, this is getting a bit sinister. Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke. If it is, then why the melancholy? Where's your husband now? Gone. Gone where? To the waves. Her eyes stop in yours. The sea took him. It was a long time ago. Oh, say no more. Wait for her to continue. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. The swish are fimming. We could make our own language. That's how Tolkien started, you know. That's how he started with Elvish and Dwarvish. I'm sure of it. The swish are fimming in the thea. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles. She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy. Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him. It's healthy to let go and move on. Got to keep the wheels spinning. Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. She crosses her arms. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. She glances at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what look like rocks. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids. This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her. Both of you need some action. She needs to go on a date with another drunk, badly. 3%. I don't know a good spot yet to take her on a date. I need to come back later. This is telling me something. I was looking for someone. Maybe you can help. Let's see. She tilts her head ever so slightly. Who are you looking for? I'm looking for some missing cryptozoologists. She frowns, thinking, I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? They're people who look for imaginary animals. Aha! She exclaims, like snowmen. Snowmen? I haven't heard about those. 2 odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like. Wait, the like? Right, she nods. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men, burning rhinos. You get the picture. Oh, you're getting it, and it is gorgeous. Where did they go? I think they were probably drunk. I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. She points north. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen? That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now. Well, how can I assist you then, officer? 3%. What do you do around here? Like I said, fish mostly, sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now, I'm tarring a little skiff. Is that enough to make a living? Sometimes I also walk the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises. Interesting. What have you found? What have you found? Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies, human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. She looks at the beach and continues. Bottles, drugs also, lost cargo in general, but most of the time it's just wood and glass. All right, major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely. I need to know about those human bodies. A mine, that would be useful. Drugs, I don't know.